Hey, what's up, everyone? I am creating an AI and web agent live. But before we do that, I'm going to invite people to join up, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. All right. All right, cool. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Um, Let me know if you guys can hear me. Is everything good? Can you all hear me? Please type in the chat if you can hear me. All right, perfect, cool. All right, guys. So in this video or this live stream, I'm going to be building an AI agent live for this website called OpenTable. So why am I doing this? What's the problem? What's even the benefit of any of this, right? So let's explore this issue that is at hand. Okay. So the problem is that restaurant bookings are being taken extremely fast at major restaurants, right? Now, what's the issue, right? Like, that's like the main problem. So it's resulting in people are unhappy, right? And paying premiums just to buy reservations from others. So essentially, people are having to pay more money for reservation. Like they actually have to pay for reservation just because they can't get one otherwise, right? So we have, there's people who are let's say reservation resellers who are selling each reservation at a premium, right? This is an issue because now it's making it hard for others to, be a part of whatever restaurant they want to go to and have that dinner, right? So the solution is if you can't beat them, join them, right? As well as have your own way of getting these reservations. So what we're going to do is solution, and this is what we're going to be building. Build AI / web agent that can actually get the reservations at a restaurant you want. Now, a great example is like when you go on OpenTable, which is one of the most like famous websites to book these reservations. See right here, there's open spots, right? But if you go to a restaurant, let's say like Sema, which is like a Michelin star restaurant in New York, and you try to find a reservation, look at that. Unfortunately, these restaurants are not on the OpenTable reservation network. So it's not open on this network, but other, let's say Resi is another big popular website where you can book reservations, but like it's so hard to get a reservation at Sema or some of these other restaurants, right? So we're just gonna make an agent that's able to go to this website, and let's say we want a reservation at whatever restaurant. So we'll pick, let's say, this one. Why not? This is 5 reviews. No, let's do a big one. Let's do booked 44 times. This looks pretty popular. It's Hudson and Co. Obviously, there's reservations open, so it's not too popular. It's not one of those restaurants that are the reservations selling out or disappearing super quickly. But this would be a good example restaurant that we can use to build our agent, right? So what we're gonna do is we are now going to do this in 2 parts, right? So the first part is part 1, and then we're gonna have a part 2. So what is part 1? Part 1 will be build a web agent that is able to sit on the Open Table website and wait for your target reservation to be available. Once it is available, book it. Hey, what's up, Zazita? What's up, Manoj? What's up, Akilish? What's up, Nexer, Kmar, Bolts? How are y'all doing? Part 2, build an AI agent that is able to market to other restaurants, saying, or market to, we want an AI agent to find maybe to find people who could use this, right? Would that be the ideal scenario? Or could we sell this to restaurants in a way? But how could we sell this to restaurants? Now you have to build an AI agent that is able to market to our target consumers. Now, who is our target consumer? AKA, who are we selling this to? Now, we don't want to deployment setting. We want to help the everyday consumer, right? So we're selling this to someone who is unable to get restaurant reservations, someone who likes to go to nice restaurants, right? Or actually, and this is B2C, right? These are everyday people that we're selling to. The B2B route would be if we could have a restaurant. This would be nuts. Have a restaurant sell our web agent to their customers. Like, that would be pretty nuts. If we could have a restaurant sell our web agent to their own customers to help the customers book better. This is kind of crazy. Like, I don't think any restaurant has done this. I mean, would a person get mad if a restaurant was saying, hey, next time you want to come to our restaurant, I know it's really hard to get a reservation. You can use this web agent that can increase your chances of getting a reservation here. It costs like $60. Someone will buy that if they liked it. Customers who love the restaurant and want to come back would buy this. They would, why would they not spend $60? It is kind of, everyone off is better to sell search to scalper. You're right, Bolts. That's a good point. Selling this to scalpers obviously is like, instant money, right? Like, scalpers would love something like this. How are you gonna find these scalpers? There's multiple ways. You can go on Instagram, maybe do some research, or I don't know. There's probably like restaurant reservation like brokers, right? Who can get you a reservation. Here, let's search it up. Let's say restaurant. Look at that. Oh, damn. Appointment trader. You can sell your reservation or appointment. There's no way. 38,000 people traded, listing for 4.67 million. Do you guys see how much of a market there is for this? That is insane. Okay, let's look at this restaurant. Okay, so I guess you can't right here. And she wants to shut it down. Bro, these are all paid articles. Yeah, it's insane. So it might be against law to selling restaurant reservations without the restaurant's approval. Okay, so that's why it will be harder to sell this to scalpers because this might not be allowed. But if you sell it to restaurants themselves, they could use it as like a back end system. You know, like this can be like an upsell. Most restaurants aren't selling software. Obviously, actually, I don't think anyone is really, right. This can be like a new thing for restaurants to do, sell their own like reservation booker to people who really care about the restaurant, like to loyalists, right, to customers who are really want to use this. No, a booking queue wouldn't work because at that point, that's what a regular reservation is, right? The regular reservation system is a booking queue. You know, it's almost first come, first serve. You can maybe sign up for a wait list or a join list. You get alerted when there's new spots open. That's how websites like OpenTable already working. You know, we need building something that can give someone an advantage. Right? An agent is just an advantage. So we need to find out how to give an advantage to people. So here, we already have the AI system we can create. I already know how to create it. That won't be hard. So we could potentially sell this to restaurants, but regardless of who we're selling it to, we can always figure that out. Hey, thanks, Evra. Appreciate that. Let's first make the agent for this. All right, let's do this first. So if you guys saw my previous video, you saw that I made a PopMart agent. So I'm literally going to do is just copy this, paste that in here. Tab. I'm using Cursor AI. If you have not know already, obviously it's like freaking goated. So we can. Okay. So real quick, this is just gonna. All right. So await for user input. We are currently awaiting for user input, right? So what this should do is it should go to the URL. And we're gonna have to log in, right? Because I'm logged in right here. So I have to log in. Okay, so once you're logged in, it's gonna go to this page, right? So then what we have to do is we're gonna have to pick like the time, basically the date of which a person wants to go, right? So let's just use a hard example of September, like for September 2nd. All right, September 2nd. So we're gonna pretend it is August 25th. So we're gonna say async function. We're gonna make a function to just book table. I don't know what is that, right? So table. Okay, so now we do the HTML, parsing. And we can probably just minimize this for a little bit. Okay. What's going on? All right. Oopsie daisy. Recorded. Halo bro for Python or Node? I prefer Node. Hey, what's up, Avra? I'm doing well. Saad, I'm gonna show you guys how to find these clients, but we gotta build the web agent first. All right, we're gonna try to sell this web agent to other people. Also, let me go ahead and put this goal in the chat. Let's try to get 10 super chats. The next like 2 hours. Okay, made a cool goal. All right. Let's get cracking. Okay. So this is a button called next month, right? So button name equals next month. Button name equals next month. Button name equals next month. So if we just do document dot query selector, button name equals, what's the name of the button, guys? Next month. Yeah, people who build agents with code automatically have an advantage. It's no question. The thing is, they're both multi-million, billion-dollar markets, but if you can code, you have access to two billion-dollar markets. If you have access to only AI automation and no code tools, you only got access to $1 billion market. So why not prepare yourself for, bigger? Okay, so if we do dot click. Oh, it's a mistake. Oops. Okay, so dot click. Name equals next month. Am I tripping? Is that not it? Okay, so let's say it does click. We're trying to get this button to click automatically, right? But I'm trying like this. It's working. Damn, still not working. Let's refresh this. Okay, I wonder if to do button ARIA label. Let's try this one. See, okay, now it's highlighted, right? It's highlighted successfully. Okay, so this worked. right? We click the August 28th button via the code. So if you do, let's say Friday the 29th, I don't know if there is an opening, but look at that, changed, right? So without us having to actually click it, right, we were able to change this. So that's pretty cool, right? This is a start. So we got this. So I wonder if we're on August and we go to September what? Wednesday. So let's do Friday, September 5th. Will this work if we're back in August? Because if this works, then this is so easy for us. No way this works. Yeah, it doesn't work. The month has to be selected. Okay. Well, that's a start. So we are able to get to the month that we can select whatever day we want. The hard part is switching this to the next month. That's so weird. Why so hard? Hold up. Let's inspect this again. Here, ARIA label equals next one. Let's go for the ARIA label instead. So dang. It's really whooping our booty. Okay. So this part isn't working. Well, this is a little pickle, isn't it? So lucky thing is, we wrote our code. We automatically wait for the user to input, like log in manually and all that, right? So what we're gonna do is once the user logs in successfully, the user can just pick whatever month they're looking for. And also they can just pick the day as well. Like if you're looking for the 18th as well. I mean, screw it, right? What it can do is it can just sit, let's say it's there's no like available time the user wants. The agent will just keep refreshing. Okay, so if I refresh, we'll go back to the original date. No, okay, good. So it stays on the month, right? So our agent, all it's gonna have to do is just check which times are open, see if it's any of the times are available for what the user wants. If so, it'll select it, right? So let's at least do that. Okay. So let's say it's Friday the 19th, right? Yep, there you go. So this should click Friday the 19th, and then what we can do, well, this class is a little weird. Okay, so UL data test equals time slots. So we can look at all the time slots, right? And we can check if the value is equal to, let's say, 7 p.m. If so, we would click that. So this is how it's going to look like. Data test time slots. See, we have that. So if we do dot first child dot click, that didn't do shit. Okay. That did work. Look at that. It took us to the booking of 6:30. right? Because we clicked the first element the first time. And then it's both optional. Dox myself. I mean, that's my business line anyway, so it's fine, I guess. But still, all right. So I mean that should work. That should be fine. So we'll just click the first element. Yeah, that should be good. Maybe first click on next month, then choose a day for it to work. Yeah, as I'm saying, I feel like the user can just click next month themselves, and then they can we can just pick. The agent can just wait on like the page and just wait for the time. So user can put in the date and the time. I'm sorry, they can put in the day and click the exact day, and the agent will just wait for whatever time that they want to appear. Because obviously it's going to be like no time's going to be available for like a high in demand restaurant, but the agent can refresh every 10 seconds or 20, 30 seconds. Then whenever the reservations do pop up, it can select it, right? That's what we're going for. But real quick, let me go ahead and let me change something real quick on this page. Give me a second, guys and girls. Okay. All right, we're back. All right, cool. Is there Discord where y'all talk? I can put a Discord link in the. It's not like a big Discord. Okay, although I do have a Discord, guide. I don't really talk into much, but I do have a school. But I am trying to get the Discord back and kind of explode it. Give me a second. Yeah, let me send the Discord link in the. Here, I put the Discord link in the bio. All right, so let's get cracking to code. All right. So it's gonna click the button, right? And then it's gonna pick a time. So let's say, all right, my Discord is going crazy now. All right, so the user enters time. They can pick the time, right? So let's say we want 7 p.m. Real quick. Just say yes at 7 p.m., right? So let's say. Is there a better way to scan it though? Here. Because we need to go through each element. So. Oh. So we see all this code we're putting in here is the same thing as if we put the code inside of right here. So that's what we're doing, if you're wondering. Again, you don't need a coding expert for any of this, guys and girls. I don't know if this will work because it's no, it's not an array. It's not an array. Check if the li. We should have GPT write the code for us. Cool. Let's see. See, guys, you don't even know how to code for this. Come on now. Yeah. So if it does find it, which it did, then we're good. And it did find it. So now we're going to do is this. We're going to. So after it clicks Friday, September 19th, right? Okay. So pretend this is what the user wants. So we're going to have a delay. That does that. So we wait for it because let's say wait for like 1500 milliseconds, so 1.5 seconds. And then we're going to do a page dot evaluate and bang, put that code we found in ChatGPT right in there. Cool. So what this should do is it should click Friday, September 19th for us. And again, we're probably not gonna have to do this part because we can just have a user do it. It's just gonna say found 7 p.m. So then we're going to say div.click. So it's going to click the thing. And then it's going to say, we're going to say break. Doesn't work. Return. Okay. So basically what's going to happen is it's going to find 7 p.m. It's going to click that 7 p.m. And it's going to take us to the next part, hypothetically, if everything worked. This look good, chat? This look good? Do you guys think that I'm doing something wrong if I run it? You guys believe this is perfect? All right. Let's run this code. Very simple lines of code. right? Nothing crazy at all. It's running. Sign in. Undefined. RE business. You want to use Playwright MCP, you said? You probably could try it out. The reason I'm doing more step by step is kind of show you guys how easy it is, how possible it is to do. You know, it's not that much code. Well, of course, you can ask. The Mac can just ask Curse to do a lot of it, but that's the point. If you do it manually, man, doing it with code is so much easier, right? So let's go. Let's pretend we're doing September 10th, and it's Friday, September 9th, right? And we're gonna say go. There you go. It did it for us. See, it found 7 p.m. It clicked it. So literally the next thing you have to do is click this one button and boom, it's done. You know? But this is not a real number. You can call if you want to, but that's not gonna work. The one before is also is not gonna work. ID complete reservation. So let me just ID complete reservation. Yep, there you go. And that, okay, why did I say book now button? If it's obviously it's not that. Come on. See, AI can be so dumb sometimes, man. All right, so should click everything. We should be good. But now what happens if it's not available? What if it never found, you know? So say return here, let found. So let's return true. So if it did find it eventually, then that means it all worked out. Otherwise, returns false. And then we're gonna say if not found, we're say 7 p.m. not found. And then we're just gonna have a nice big wait of, let's say, delay like 30 seconds. All right, so every 30 seconds, our agent will scan if the time